What's going on, you guys? I am Paluki, your coach of the Chicago Chimechos, and today we are doing a team builder for the final battle of the Pokemon Champions League. That's right, the final battle of the PCL. We are here. If you guys are excited for this match, please drop a like down below or subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are facing off against a good friend of mine, Clutch, in the Kansas City Kingdras in this final battle. Let's jump into his team and see what I think he's bringing. So I have the predicted team in the top row of the opposing roster here. We got Infernape, Scolipede, Zygarde 10%, Mega Latias, Greninja, and Ditto. I don't think he's going to bring Sarina. The grass coverage is great for Gastrodon. Rapid spinning is good if he knows I'm going to bring rocks, but I don't bring it very often. And that's got to be scared of Victini and Mega Charizard. Klefki is a good screens leader, which he has used before. Again, I think it's scared of Victini. I think it's scared of Charizard. It's somewhat likely because he can throw off some paralysis, but you'll see later when I explain my team that I'm not at all worried about paralysis. Silvally is always a threat and always an option because it's not relegated to a single type. He could run an electric volt switch. He could run grass Silvally. I've seen him do that, which you could do for Gastrodon. Steel is a really good Silvally in the current meta, so it's hard to say. He may elect to bring that, but I think it's less likely than the team I predicted. Scarf or Boom Burst Exploud I think is relatively unlikely just because he knows that Magearna walls it, especially if I run the max special defense, max HP, or max HP, max special attack Assault Vest variant that I love to run on Magearna. And I think Golbat is not super likely just because it does soak Leaf Storms from Superior, but Scolipede does that same exact thing. So let's get into what I think he is going to bring. I think he's going to bring Sashed, Infernape with Stealth Rocks, Close Combat, Flare Blitz, and then maybe U-Turn or something for switch potential. I think it's going to be really useful for him to get rocks up because I do take half damage with Charizard, which I'm not bringing mostly for that purpose. I'm also, I only have one hazard remover in Superior with Defog, so I'm actually not bringing Superior. I'm going to just try to not think about rocks, even though I expect him to lead with it turn 1. And it's a speed tie with Terrakion. Base 108 speed on both sides. I am bringing some an interesting set on Terrakion to get around that. So next I think he's going to bring Scolipede. I mean, this thing just sets up speed boosts and Swords Dances and runs through any team. He's been very successful with it lately with like Earthquake, Mega Horn, and Poison Jab. So it also runs Aqua Tail and things like that, which could be really good against Victini, not that it doesn't already have coverage with Mega Horn and Earthquake. So, you know, really interesting Pokemon there. I think he's very likely to bring it. Zygarde 10% I think is very likely just because Magearna. 1000 Waves does really well. And also I have Electros and 1000 Waves or 1000 Arrows are some of the only moves that are actually super effective against it. So because it avoids that Levitate ability. So I think that's very likely if he thinks I'm bringing either of those, and I think he's got to expect that I'm bringing Magearna. Really scary. He could sash it. He could band it. If he doesn't band it, he could set up a Swords Dance, things like that. So I got to watch out for that. I'm sorry, not Swords Dance, Dragon Dance. Something I think won't Dragon Dance is Mega Latias. I was worried for a while because for some reason I thought this was Mega Latios, and I was worried about a Dragon Dance Earthquake variant with like mixed or full attack on Magearna. This is a Latias. It's mostly utility. You can set up screens, you can wish, it can throw off Psychics, which I'm honestly not super worried about unless, you know, I'm using Terrakion at that time, and I'm not going to leave Terrakion in against this thing anyway. I'm probably just going to switch in Magearna and soak special hits all day. So I'm interested to see if he brings it and what he does with it. Greninja I think is a must, especially because of Victini. If he doesn't lead with it, he could still, I think he's going to run Scarf either way because I think he wants Scarf Greninja to outspeed Scarf Victini, which is normally what I run on Victini. It's not what I'm running this week, however. I think he's going to run it as a Scout lead if he doesn't lead Infernape, but we'll see what he does. He could run it physical with like things like Rock Slide for Charizard, or he could just run it the straight up special set with U-Turn for switch potential and scouting. So I think Ditto is very likely. He knows I like to set up with Charizard. Ditto counters that extremely well, or revenges that extremely well after I set up with Dragon Dance. It's the reason I'm not bringing Charizard this week. you know, he knows I like to set up with Magearna. He also knows I like to set up with Snorlax and actually Focus Sash, Swords Dance, Crawdon. So there's a lot of sets. He also may have noticed that he can switch in on Gastrodon and prevent me from scalding because the Storm Drain ability will increase the special attack. I am bringing Storm Drain just because I want to be able to take an attack from Greninja once I find out whether or not he's brought Grass Knot, which I think is very likely, but, you know, we'll see. So let's jump into what I am bringing this week. The first is Snorlax. Snorlax is back, baby. I'm so excited about this. Snorlax is the MVP of the league right now in the PCL overall. He's the MVP, of course, of my team. Max special defense, max HP. We're doing a Berry Curslax set. In fact, this is a very similar set to the one I brought in week 1 when I actually had a 6-0 sweep in one of the first battles of the league. So super excited about this. I knew I had to bring it in the final to just, you know, give it the crown once and for all for season 1. I've used this thing so successfully and very fortunately to the effect that I can't remember how the polls came out, but it was considered for a long time that we might be increasing its tier. So I'm really excited about that. Figgy Berry and Gluttony, of course, so we can eat that berry sooner. Recycle Curse is pretty common. And then I'm running Frustration because if Ditto wants to come in on this thing and it's got max happiness and you didn't think about running 0 happiness, it's going to do monkeys. I mean, it's not going to do anything at all. And Yawn is really good just because if Scolipede thinks it can come in and start setting up Swords Dances to get +2 attack every time I curse with +1 defense. Of course, he's going to win that 1v1 unless I yawn when he Swords Dances, and then I force him out after one move. I can just recycle, get my energy back, and keep cursing up. So I'm really excited about Snorlax, and it's actually a little more powerful than it looks like for something I'm going to get to later. So next we are going to... Oh boy, I just erased Snorlax. Next we're going to look at Crawdon. So Crawdon is my typical sets, Choice Band set, Adamant, Adaptability, Max Attack, Max HP, so it can at least take something. I'm using Crunch instead of Knockoff just because Mega Latias can't lose an item, and it's a roll after Stealth Rocks, if I remember correctly. Aqua Jet, of course, is good for pretty much everything on his team that's... well, at least the left 3 Pokemon. So Zygarde 10% is frail. It's always good to have priority against Scolipede. And, of course, Infernape doesn't want to take an Aqua Jet. Crab Hammer just to hit something super hard with adaptability. That thing is massive damage. And then Super Power just in case Ditto wants to switch in on this thing. Or I'm sitting in front of a Greninja. So we'll see how that works. It's always a dangerous Pokemon. Next we have Victini, and I mentioned that Snorlax is a little more dangerous than it seems at first blush. That's because we're bringing Trick Room Victini. We're also bringing Trick Room Magearna, and I'll get to that later, of course. Max Attack, Max HP, Brave, Shook a Berry to live an Earthquake, even after Swords Dance from a Scolipede, and respond with a V-Create, or respond with a Trick Room and then a V-Create, and of course Victory Star makes V-Create 100%. Accurate, so we've got that. We've got Bolt Strike, Final Gambit, just in case I'm trying to sweep under Trick Room and Mega Latias comes out. I can just cut my losses in Final Gambit because that thing is really important to get rid of. And like I mentioned, Trick Room. Next we have our lead, as I mentioned before, Terrakion, Max Attack, Max Speed. I have to run it Jolly because Infernape is going to run Jolly and it's a speed tie. Focus Sash, of course, because it's a lead rocker. Justified ability to increase attack with Dark type. So if Greninja's going to use something like Dark Pulse, I can switch in this thing and do some pretty good work with it, especially if Greninja is Choice. And if I know that, that's going to be super helpful. Getting off Stealth Rocks turn 1 is going to be super important. Then I've got Close Combat and Stone Edge for just some dual stab. And I've got Quick Attack. So the way I see this played out and the way it's played out in practice battles is basically this. We both lead our Rocker Sashers. So I lead Terrakion, he leads Infernape. We trade rocks. Regardless of who's faster, he Close Combats, I Close Combat, or Stone Edge. Either one of them I think will work. So I'll probably Close Combat because... I don't need to get him down to a sash because then I use a quick attack to kill. So I can actually go up in my differential very early with quick attack. Quick attack is also just useful to get some chip damage off of something later if he does not lead with Infernape. So next we've got Gastrodon. Gastrodon is here specifically to wall Scolipede. Like I said, I really over prep for Scolipede, so if he doesn't bring it, I am SOL. But we will see. At the very least, he's got something that hits physically, like maybe Zygarde 10%. This thing can do well against, and it also does pretty well against itself. So I mentioned Ditto might want to switch in on this thing and take a Scald to increase its special attack. If I expect that to happen, I can knock down a special attack with Clear Smog. I can start recovering, and of course, if Ditto is choiced in any way with, I don't know, like a Scarf, if he's not running like Quick Powder or something like that, then this thing is going to hit, or it's going to one-on-one with Ditto actually pretty well. So I'm running just physically defensive Gastrodon. So right, max defense, max HP Bold with a Rocky Helmet to get some extra chip damage off, and Storm Drain just in case he transforms into Crawdaunt, in case he transforms into Gastrodon, and of course to wall Greninja as long as he's not running Grass Knot. And last but not least, we got one of my favorite Pokemon of all time here. We got Magearna. Max HP, max special defense, quiet nature for the lower speed, Fairy Z, Soul Heart ability, of course, is super overpowered. So Z Flare Cannon is going to be great. Volt Switch for some slow switching. Aura Sphere to take out a Greninja, which this walls relatively well. And then, again, another Trick Room user. So the nice thing about having Volt Switch here is I can switch in on Greninja. I can soak a hit. I can use Trick Room. And maybe he'll switch in that turn and I just switch out. Maybe he doesn't and he thinks he can take me out. I just Volt Switch out on him, or I can Aura Sphere, whichever I decide, and just start peppering with more and more moves. Volt Switching out is really helpful because I can switch into something like Snorlax and start setting up curses. Under Trick Room, I can Volt Switch into Gastrodon and just keep recovering. I can switch into Crawdaunt and just start hitting things with Crab Hammer and Crunch. I mean, I've got a lot of usefulness for Trick Room on this team. And I have never used Trick Room in the PCL. I have not used it once. And I've intentionally not used it once because I thought about using it in the last week. At the beginning of prep, I had totally forgotten about that, and now here we are with a Trick Room team. So I'm super excited about this, guys. If you are super excited about this, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new. We're going to go ahead and get connected with Clutch, and I will see you in a moment. What is going on, everybody? I am Paluki, your coach at the Chicago Chimechos. We are connected here now with Clutch and the Kansas City Kingdras for the final battle of the PCL, the Pokemon Champions League. We're going to get connected here and see exactly what team Clutch brought, if we got anything right. I hope you enjoyed the team builder that we just put together. And let's see in 3, 2, 1. Wow, I got 2 Pokemon right. So let's change the layout a little bit here. No Infernape. Instead, we have, let's see, Golbat. Where is Golbat? I downloaded these sprites, but I did not expect him to be bringing these. Golbat, there it is. Did not expect Golbat one bit. Let's see. No Zygarde. Where is Zygarde? None of that. And no Latias. He did not remove Latias. I did say he probably wouldn't bring Latias. Let's see. No, actually, I got 3 Pokemon right, because he did bring Ditto. So we're going to add in here, Klefki. I do like to see Klefki because it makes me believe, it leads me to believe that he's probably going to be running something like, Thunder Wave on it, which actually really helps us. And we have here Silvally, and I'm not sure what Silvally that is. That looks like it actually might be normal, which then leads me to believe it's possibly just a parting shot Silvally. Pretty common set. It might be fairy, and it's just hard for me to see. But I'll know when it switches in because I can hover over it. Okay. So we said our lead was going to be Terrakion. We thought that rocks were extremely important. I still think rocks are extremely important, and I also think he's going to lead. He's either going to lead Klefki and Thunderwave something or put up screens, or he's going to lead with, Greninja and Scout. If he leads Scolipede, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. That's actually pretty terrifying. But I'm going to lead Terrakion like I expected to. Alright, move 1. He does lead Klefki. I'm expecting some screens here. I'm just going to go ahead and set up the Stealth Rocks. There's a Reflect, yep. I thought about bringing Brick Break, but I didn't bring it. I can keep this intact. He might have Spikes. I could see Klefki bringing Spikes. I honestly don't mind going into Victini now and clicking Trick Room. I'm going to go into Victini. There's a light screen. We're going to click, oh. What do we click here? I think we click Trick Room. We're going to start stalling out. Alright, so we are going to lose our Sash. I'm just going to click V-Create. We are moving through this battle very quickly. So that is Water. That is Silvally Water, and that was nothing. That thing took absolutely nothing. Let's see. This thing's bulk is insane. Silvally. Come on. Silvally, NU, physically defensive, defog, Silvally, Water. That looks about right. I could take this thing out with a final Gambit. I don't want to risk that. If he's Water, I'm very okay with switching into... He's probably got some... I'm going to switch into Magearna. Magearna is definitely going to use this terrain really well. Or, I'm sorry, this Trick Room really well. Let's see how Magearna does against this thing. I mean, a Z Flare Cannon will kill. I might as well go for it. I don't see any reason not to. Oh, he is behind light screen. So that's actually going to do significantly less. We are still in a Trick Room, however, so we do get... let's see, that did 49. Let's see, under light screen. Give me light screen. Okay, so that makes sense. So we are guaranteed to kill with Flare Cannon. Now he's gonna bring out Klefki. Okay, so this is he's making some big plays here. This is pretty tough. I'm gonna Volt Switch out. There's some more spikes. All right, so his screens are gonna end here. I need to get rid of Klefki before his screens end. Or as his screens end. I'm gonna bring Victini back out here. So Reflect is gone, which means I can Trick Room again. Now I'm gonna Bolt Strike, expecting a no. Let's see. Can I prevent another light screen? So let's look at under Reflect. That's physical. Okay. Let's look at Victini. V-Create on Klefki. Let's see, even if it's like max defense under lights, V-Create should kill. Alright, Klefki is down. Thank goodness, because Klefki has been... That's been tough. That thing has been really difficult. So the screens are up. I am faster, well slower, so I can Bolt Strike. And we take out Silvally. Now things are going to start coming into place. We do still have to get... I think I still will kill... So is he going to be... This is tough. This is not something I anticipated. He may just Final Gambit. There's 2 turns of Trick Room left. And I have priority on... Yeah, so I think Magirna's usefulness is gone here. I think it's so weak now. It's going to take so much damage. I'll allow him to get a V-Create off. So Magirna is down. And now I think I can threaten him out. Let's see. If he's choiced into that, then he does nothing to Gastrodon. Does an Aqua Jet kill... Oh, yeah. I mean, he's got, like, no defenses. But, I mean, I'll calc it anyway. He's got -2 in physical defense. And it's under Reflect. Aqua Jet isn't guaranteed to kill under Reflect with -2 to defense. Wow. Okay. So we're going to go Gastrodon. Because he's not going to be able to do much to us at all with a V-Create. And I actually... No, he's definitely going to be slower than me at this point. I'm actually going to go for Recover. Oh, I am faster. Okay. Alright, so now he's super slow. He might actually be slower than me again, and Trick Room is over. I'm going to get a Scald off. Alright, he's definitely got to have Grass Knot. There's almost no way he doesn't have Grass Knot. The screens are very difficult. And I thought about him bringing screens, but I honestly did not anticipate him. Bringing them. So, let's see. Terrakion can still... Terrakion's not very useful now. But I don't want to switch in. This is tough. This is very tough. I am specially defensive with Snorlax. I have a feeling he's Scarfed. Let's see. Even let's say like a Hydro Pump. Even a Hydro Pump isn't doing much. I'm going to switch into Snorlax. He's not going to use Hydro Pump because Gastrodon is right there. Yep, it is Grass Knot. I expected that for sure. Let's see. I'm going to Curse. Low Kick. That is good tech. Low Kick. Low Kick Greninja. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm not even sad about that. Snorlax did nothing. What are you going to do, you know? The nice thing is now we know that... ooh, I did not actually know. Ooh, God, this is tough. Okay. Can we threaten with Aqua Jet now that he is fighting type? So he's... Because Aqua... Oof. No, probably not. Low Kick does really well against my team. This Greninja is terrifying. Because he's clearly going to outspeed my Victini. My Victini's very slow to work under Trick Room. I'm assuming we don't live a Low Kick with Crawdaunt. Oh, we could. We definitely could. Well, let's calc Snorlax. Yeah. So Crawdaunt can live... Can it live a Grass Knot? Maybe not. Maybe not. His screens are going away this turn, so that's super helpful. He's got me in a bind. This is tough. This is very tough. Let's see. He's 377 speed, so he outspeeds everything for sure. I do... let's see. How useful is... Alright, I'm going to bring in Crawdaunt. Because an Aqua Jet and then a Quick Attack from Terrakion will take this thing out. And Aqua Jet has a chance. Reflect is gone. I think Aqua Jet has a chance now that he's not a water type. I wish there was a way to make him not water type on the damage calc. I mean, we could look at, let's see, 33.3, let's see, it would be times 1.5, so no, Aqua Jet will not take him out. Aqua Jet will not take him out. But Grass Knot will not take us out. I'm gonna Crab Hammer. Grass Knot does take us out. So my calc is wrong, which is super upsetting. I should not be streaming. I don't know why I started streaming. Oh, because right. This thing is... This Greninja's gonna beat me for sure. This is it. Let's see. Let's see Terrakion. Quick Attack's not gonna do it. This thing's got Grass Knot and Low Kick, and that runs through my team. I need to get a Trick Room up, and I don't think there's any way to do that. That Low Kick changed the game. That Low Kick completely changed the game. God, this is great. I don't think Terrakion can... I mean, it can't even live a Low Kick. And he's not going to miss a Low Kick. It can't live a Grass Knot either. All I can do is go in with Terrakion and... Quick Attack. Quick Attack's not going to kill. I should have Aqua Jetted. I really should have Aqua Jetted. I had a chance if I did. Doesn't live a Low Kick. Nope. He has Life Orb. But, I mean, I lose. I straight up lose. I can do a switch here and hope for the best. But I honestly don't think that that's even possible. I'm going to Trick Room. He's not going to switch out, so I gotta hope I get this Trick Room off. I probably won't. This is a great final battle. I can't even be upset about this. HP Ground. I actually have the Shuka Berry. That's huge. Okay. There is a chance. There is a chance. Wow. Okay. I click V-Create. 100%. There is a chance. I have Bolt Strike. I don't think this thing is slower than me. It can't be slower than me. Wow. Okay. This might change. This might change some stuff. Golbat, Eviolite. Oh, it can take... Oh, this is... It can take a Bolt Strike. This is rough. This is super rough. Wow, does Bolt Strike not kill this thing? This thing is a fat bat. But can he kill me? He can't kill me with Brave Bird. Can he kill me with U-Turn? No. 2 V-Creates will kill him. I'm gonna V-Create. What does he have? Brave Bird does kill, so he is super offensive. Okay. We got a chance. I have to recover. Okay, we talked about Ditto. We talked about Ditto coming in. I have to Earth Power, of course. He Earth Powers on me. Okay, we have a chance. He's faster, so we recover. We can actually stall out his 5 PP, and that's what we're going to do. That is 100% what we're going to do. He only gets 5 PP of Earth Power, and he has one more. So if he's choiced, he's out of PP. If he's choiced, he's out of PP, which means we can Earth Power. Alright, Golbat goes down. God, if... this is insane. This is insane. I thought I had lost it. I still might have lost it. Honestly, Clutch, you have done such a good job prepping. This is amazing. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to recover. I can't possibly imagine, other than a crit, what he could do. I'm just going to recover. I know it's not the coolest way to play. I'm sorry. But I know you're probably choiced or something. I'm going to, let's see, he has 2 left. He's probably hoping for a crit, which won't really matter. I'm going to recover here. And he's out, which means I can get a free Scald off. He's going to struggle. Okay. It's down to this. It's down to this. I gotta play this. I have to play this right. Swords Dance Scolipede. He doesn't have a Scarf. How to play. So, let's imagine he gets off a Swords Dance, right? If he gets off a Swords Dance, if he gets off a Swords Dance, 2 Scalds kill regardless. Or 2 Earth Powers kill regardless. Swords Dance, Mega Horn, and does he get anything? Let's see, we need to look at this. We need to look at Scolipede. Does he get any grass coverage at all? I mean, he gets HP Grass. Would he be running HP Grass? It's not going to do anything. Unless he's special. I don't know why he would be special. Oh, my heart is pounding right now. We go Earth Power. He gets it off. This is insane. Barring a crit, we should win this. Barring a crit, we should win this. If he's adamant. No, actually, it's a roll. Mega Horn is a roll. I am at... Oh, my God. I'm at... Oh, no, it's not. I'm at 95 because of leftovers. Mega Horn is a 2-hit KO. Oh my God. Guys, oh my God. Just... I don't even have words for what just happened there. That was a roller coaster. I stopped even editing the layout. I'm sorry. Thank you to everyone in the PCL for putting this league together. It's such a good group of people. It has been such a great time. I am so happy that the Chicago Chimechos are your PCL Season 1 champions. I'm so excited for Season 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below. I am shaking. Subscribe if you're new. I'm about to just jump into the chat and start talking to everybody. I'm going to catch you guys later. Thank you again for sticking it out with me through a obviously terrible team builder, but a really, really exciting match. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.